What's up, guys? It's your boy JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS, back with another video to help you make money on Prize Picks, Better, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Underdog, and many other platforms tonight. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we put out on a daily basis, and check out that pinned link in the comment below. That's where for either $14.99 for VIP or $29.99 for VIP Plus, you'll get instant access to our Discord through a Patreon link. Now, in the Discord's where you're going to find all the tips, advice, players to tail, tickets to tail, anything and everything you could possibly need to succeed on Prize Picks, Better, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Underdog, and many other platforms tonight. Sweepity sweep, baby. Just call me Molly Maid, because we just sweeping all over the place, baby. Can't stop us from sweeping. Here we go. I told you yesterday in the video a sweep was coming. I just had no idea it was going to come that quick. Oh, I say no idea. I have a pretty good feeling about all the slips I put out. But last night, bam, baby. Big sweeps for you. Let's do it again. What do you say? I bet you like that idea, don't you? Great, let's do it. I'm all about it. I like money. You like money too? We should hang out. So, 4 for 4 yesterday. Let's have another 4 for 4 today. Real quick though, let's take a look, before we get into the picks, real quick, at some of the wins that we got in our Discord yesterday and some of the wins we've gotten here lately. I've neglected showing you guys the value that you get in the Discord for $14.99, which is 50 cents a day, and $29.99 at $1 a day for VIP and VIP Plus. Guys, just take a look, will ya? So, let's go on over here. This is our winner's circle, as you can see right here. All the picks that I put out yesterday and in the past few days, these guys, and they make their own picks too, don't get me wrong. We've got a lot of really well versed guys in this, endeavor that we've taken on here in this prop betting deal, right? These guys know what they're doing. They trust us to kind of help them find the finishing pieces to their puzzles. Or they just tail us outright direct, Tail or fail, baby. I've always said that. I'm pretty sure I was the first one to say that. So, here we go. Check it out. Shout out to my boy Chili Man, getting this big dub on Sleeper right here. Hell yeah. We post for Sleeper. We post for Chalkboard. We post for Underdog. We post for Better. And, of course, we post for Prize Picks as well. So, any one of those platforms that you guys are on, we got you covered all day. So here you can see the sleeper slip. Got the 43. He got 43 fantasy points, did Paul Skeens last night. So crushed it on that. Jaron Duran, who we're going to talk about here in just a minute, guys. Garrett Crochet, Shohei Ohtani, Yordan Alvarez. Boom, big dubs here, baby. 10 to make 60. Gotta love a little $50 profit, right? Bam. This is 3/4 of the YouTube ticket I put out last night. I think maybe he wasn't able to get to the other one. No problem. Check it out. Skeens, Knack, Schumann, bam, all the way down the line, baby. You gotta love it. This is one of his, and I'm sorry, this is Chili Man still. So you can see some of these guys in here do really well. Again, Yordan Alvarez went over his 1.5 HRR. You got Brent Rooker, of course, he's been killing it. Duran, who, again, we're going to talk about here in just a minute, because I think a lot of people are on him today, and I'm not so sure it's such a great idea. Skeens over his outs, so there you go. Now, real quick, shout out to NYU, one of our admins here. Absolutely kills it on a daily basis. You can see all these big dubs for Fliff right here. You can see, shout out to my boy Nono. I know he's going to want me to do this. Boom! Getting them big dubs, baby. Tailing exactly. Tail or fail. You better believe it. 5 into 62.50. You want to take $5 and make it into 62.50? Come join the Discord, boys. We don't just put out YouTube tickets. I'm putting out tickets all day, every day. I wasn't for a little while because I had some personal stuff I had to handle. But here we are. We're back in the winning way. So, as you can see here, he says, boom. And I said, boom, right back, boy. Shout out to my boy Prince. Getting the dub on the exact tail as well. Awesome. Taking 5, making it 62.50. Gotta love it. And then he says, JohnPick came clutch. Yes, sir. I most certainly did. Sorry about that. So, as you can see, boys, we got people in here tailing because they know you better tail or you fail. Simple as that. Now, we've got another guy in here who posts tickets all the time. He's amazing. I tail a lot of his, and his name is Young Calf. Shout out to this man right here, Young Calf. He is constantly putting out some big dubs for us. As you can see here, he put out one with Skeens, Schumann, Knack, and Guerrero. So he took my ticket and added a couple more on. No problem. One of them turned out to be a bit of a mistake with Lance Lynn, but no problem. You know, hey, it happens, man. This guy knows what he's doing. Logan Gilbert over pitching outs. Again, I'm not going to waste too much of y'all's time here, but I did want to show you these right here. I think this is a chalkboard win right here. Taking 50, making it 98. Bam! Gotta love it, baby. So big dubs, right? Shout out to Young Calf for all these slips that he posts in here. As you can see, just Young Calf in the winner's circle. This man lives in the winner's circle, just killing it. So anyhow, let's get into the picks for the day, guys. I'm sorry, but I did need to show you that it is absolutely worth joining our Discord at only $14.99 a month or $29.99 a month. 50 cents a day or $1 a day. Into the picks. Here we go. Pick number 1, Anthony Santander over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, right? Let's take a look at some of his history here, right? So in his last 5, bam! Green motherfucking beans all the way across the board, baby. 2 against Miami, 4 against Texas, 2 against Texas, 10 against Texas. This man had 3 hits, 2 runs, and 5 RBIs against Tejas. And then 4 against the Yankees, right? Now here's where you jump up to the last 10. Didn't have such a great time there right before the All-Star break. But since the All-Star break, as you can see, absolutely destroying it. Absolutely destroying it. Now, he is a switch hitter, which is a big advantage, of course, because you always want to take advantage of the pitching matchup. He's up against Edward Cabrera of the sorry-ass Marlins. So, now, Cabrera's a halfway decent pitcher. He is. I think he's their ace, but you're still looking at a 7.36 ERA. Ouch, man. Ouch. 11.73 strikeouts is pretty good, but over 1.5 whip, yikes. Not good. And that's walks plus hits per inning pitched, right? So not so great. Not what we want to see. Against Cabrera, doesn't have any history quite yet against Cabrera, but as you can see, he's been on an absolute tear in his last 5, so we love it for tonight. Anthony Santander over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, right? So next up on the docket is going to be, let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh, they bumped him up. That's right. Oh, shoot. Well, that's okay. No big deal. So, next up, as you can see, is Luis Arraez over 6.5 fantasy score, right? Let's take a look at what he's done. Luis Arraez is probably my favorite player right now, favorite active player in the MLB. He reminds me of Tony Gwynn. And if you guys know anything about Tony Gwynn, not just because he's on the Padres, I liked him before. I compared him to Tony Gwynn when he was still back on the Marlins. Just because he's not a power guy, right? He's not going to get you big power numbers. Not a home run guy, even though he hit one last night. He is a pure contact hitter. Amazing swing. Just gets the job done, man. He just gets the job done. Is on track to take the batting title this year as far as average and amount of hits. Now, he has exceeded 6.5 fantasy score in 4 out of his last 5 with an average of 10.8 fantasy score per game. That's ridiculous. As you can see here, guys, last 5, bam, baby. Absolutely killing these numbers. Only missed it once against Cleveland. We're not worried about that because in these other 4, bam, baby, green motherfucking beans. Love it. 14, 5, 14, 8, 13. The man gets the job done again. Now, he is up against a left-handed pitcher today, but again, we're talking about arguably the most elite hitter in the game. So we're not going to worry too much about the matchup lefty on lefty. And let me tell you another thing, another reason why we're not worried about it. Out of everyone on, because I've told you a million times, guys, matchups matter, right? And again, a lefty on lefty matchup always goes advantage to the pitcher. But not in this case, because we're talking Luis Arraez, all right? Out of all the Padres players, the only person who has faced Mitchell Parker, who's up on the mound today for Washington, is, you guessed it, Luis Arraez. And out of 3 at-bats, he's got himself 2 hits. So we love that. no one else has actually faced them in their career that's active on the San Diego roster. So, knowing that and knowing how great of a hitter he is and how much of a tear he's been on lately, I think he's on track to absolutely crush that 6.5 line. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's bumped up to 7 by now. Not worried about it. I still like it, right? So if it has bumped up to 7, we're still going to take it. Luis Arias over 7 fantasy score. Marcus Semien over 0.5 runs. Let's take a look at what he's done here recently in his last 5. Green beans, baby. Not all the way across, but 3 out of his last 5, right? And then out of his last 10, 6 out of his last 10. Last 20, we're still looking at a solid 55% at 11 of 20. So when you're looking at a run statistic or a runs prop, you always want to look at where the guy bats in the lineup, right? Obviously, the optimal person or position for that person to be in is leadoff. And guess what Marcus Semien bats? Leadoff. He always leads off the game. I'm almost certain that has not changed. I hope I'm not lying to you here, but Marcus Semien's a leadoff guy, right? He leads off. He's first to bat every game. Therefore, he has number one. He has the most opportunities out of anyone in the lineup, just because of where he's positioned in the lineup at number 1. If it goes into an extra inning, or if you're there at the 9th and you get all the way through the lineup, but you get back to that first, the lineup turns over, goes back to that first batter. Guess who it is? Marcus Semien. So he's got the most chances. That's number 1. Number 2, he gets on base right away, whether it be a walk, a single, a double, a triple. That's right in line with no outs for the next man to knock him in and get us that run that we need, right? Got a good matchup today against Chris Flexen, who has been fairly decent this year as far as a White Sox pitcher, because they have not been so great. Giving up almost 1.5 walks plus hits per inning pitched. So, you got to kind of look at that and say, ew, I don't know so much about that. He's not the greatest pitcher out there. He just isn't. Now, in 15 career at-bats against Flexen, he's batting .333, right? Which is above 300. That's what we want to see. More importantly, though, not only that, even if he does manage to, or not manage to get a hit, if he gets a walk, which it looks like he does pretty often here at with an OPS of over 1,000, well over 1,000, basically what that means is, your on-base percentage plus slugging. So on-base percentage is what's going to factor in walks, right? Just because you don't get a base hit, maybe you walked. That means you're on base. That should count in a positive direction, right? So, therefore, over 1,000 against Flexen as far as on-base plus slugging or OPS, right? That's what we want to see. We want him to be on base. If he gets on base, he has a chance to score. Simple as that. We need him to score a run tonight. He's been doing that lately, especially against the White Sox. You can see his head-to-head against the White Sox. Woo! This man loves to cross that plate against the White Sox. Simple as that, right? So there you go. That's all there is to it. Marcus Semien, over .5 runs scored. Oh, you know what? I know what I did. Let's take out Luis Arias because he did bump up to 7. We're going to take him out, and we're going to add in Tyler Glasnow strikeouts. So let's move on to that here in just a second. Teoscar Hernandez, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm sorry, guys. I just remembered that. So anyhow, Teo, last 5, bam, baby, green motherfucking beans. 4 out of his last 5. Gotta love it. I know you boys love your last 5, but let's dig a little bit deeper because we're sharp bets and that's what we do. Last 10, you're still looking at 80%. So 80% in his last 5, 80% in his last 10. Last 20, natural progression, going to move down a little bit, but that's just because, you have more of an opportunity to both fail and succeed. Baseball is a tough game to keep getting on base, get your hits, get your runs, get your RBIs. Hitting a major league pitcher is the hardest thing to do in professional sports, period. It's been proven by science, right? Simple as that. Say what you want. I know what I'm talking about. So, again, love Teo to go over his 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs tonight against a pitcher who has not pitched in the league so far this year, Robbie Ray. He's just coming back from injury. He's an older guy. He's been around for a long time. He's a lefty. We got Teo up there batting righty, so matchup is right. In his career, now, again, back in his career, he's had 4 at-bats. Teo has had 4 at-bats against Robbie Ray in his career, right? Only gotten one hit out of those 4, but that's still pretty good, guys. At a 250 average, that is not bad at all. And those were a lot earlier in his career, apparently, with Robbie Ray, being a little bit more of a spring chicken and being able to throw that ball a little harder and get a little bit more movement on his pitches. Now that he's a little older, I'm not so sure that he can do all that. Teo should take advantage of that. He has been on an absolute tear, as you can see. Last 5, just absolutely killing it with the HRR. 7 against San Fran a couple nights ago, 2 last night. 3 against Boston, 3 against Boston here. So he's been killing it since the All-Star break. We love Teoscar Hernandez to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs tonight. Last but not least, we have Tyler Glasnow. I'm gonna show. Let's get in here and take a look at Tyler Glasnow. Let me go over here. Use my nifty little tool that you guys definitely need to sign up for. I've told you about that a few times. All right, so Glasnow over 6.5 strikeouts is the next one, right? So here we go. Let's take a look at his history here real quick, and then we'll get you guys out of here. So he's only missed it once in his last 5, and that was against San Francisco. Now, that was quite a little ways back, well before the All-Star break, and I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but he did not have a great game against San Francisco that night. As you can see, though, getting over 6.5 strikeouts is what this man does. Plain and simple, right? 80% in his last 5, 80% in his last 10, 75% in his last 20. So getting over 7.5, getting over 6.5 strikeouts is what this man does, right? He did have a tough outing last time he played San Francisco, so a little weary of that. But as you can see before that, back in April. On April 3rd, got himself 7, exactly what we need him to get. So we just had a tough outing here. Not exactly sure what happened, but it is what it is. Guys have a tough inning or a tough night. It just happens. It just happens. So anyhow, let's get rid of Luis Arias. We're not going to do him. Now, I did want to show you something, guys, real quick. Jarren Duran. I know he's been on an absolute tear, right? Jarren Duran has been absolutely en fuego, on fire. I know that. Look at the last 5. Amazing. Well over 10.5 fantasy score in all 5 of his last one. Plus, you add in the fact that he's in Colorado. He's facing a right-handed pitcher. All the stars are aligned for everything to be perfect, right? He's the safest pick around, right? And if you go over here and you look at the popular plays, which too many people do, oh, well, look at that. The second most popular play on the board, Jarren Duran, over 10.5 fantasy score. I wonder why. Oh, look at that. Because everything is green in the last 5. Match-ups matter. I hope you're listening to me. Match-ups matter. Let's take a look at what Jarren Duran has done against Cal Quantrill, who's pitching on the mound for Colorado tonight, in his career. Out of 10 at-bats, all right, nothing. He has produced a grand total of jack squat. Nothing. No average, no OPS, and struck out 4 of those 10 times. Don't base your picks on the last 5. If you do, you will get screwed. Now, I'm not saying that Jarren Duran won't go over his 10.5 tonight, have a breakout game and all that, but if you're playing if you're playing smart, you're going by history and you're going by what the man does in a deep kind of in-depth, real, true research, matchup research kind of way, this is a very dumb pick for today. But Prize Picks would have you believe it is the second most popular one out there. And you know what? I don't doubt that. And it's because of the last 5. If all you're doing, the only thing you do is look at the last 5, this looks like the greatest pick ever. Matchup's right. Colorado's the best place to hit for any hitter. I don't care who you are. My grandma could hit at Coors Field. But no, Cal Quantrill owns Jarren Duran. Owns this man. Okay? So, therefore, be very weary. If you're going to take Jarren Duran tonight, don't say, I didn't warn you. There you go. There it is. now that I've warned you sufficiently, let's go ahead and lock in our 4 here. Let's get rid of Jarren Duran because I don't want him. I don't want him. We're going to add all this to our bet slip. And hopefully it goes faster than it did yesterday. What? They took away Teo? Oh, you're killing me, Prize Picks. You are killing me. Gosh darn it. Well, you watched it happen live, boys and girls. I don't know about Arias now that they bumped him up. That was kind of my backup pick. Jesus. Okay, well, hey, you're going to watch us do it live here, aren't you? Yep, that's what you're going to do. If you want my picks, you're going to have to watch it happen live. Oh, boy. So, Devers has a great matchup today in Colorado. And great history as well. But that's coming up way too quick. Y'all are not going to have time to get that locked in. Brent Rooker I love today, but he's also coming up too quickly. I want someone a little bit further down the line. Let's go ahead and throw in a Deem in there because we've had some really good luck with that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry about this, boys and girls. That's what Prize Picks likes to do. They like to screw us over in that way. I wonder what happened to, maybe he's not starting tonight. They wouldn't have had the starting lineups out yet. The game doesn't start until 9. That's dumb. That's just dumb. Okay, tell you what. Let's go ahead and go with, like I said, Jarren Duran. For me, not a smart pick. I'm not going with it. Not personally. If you guys decide to do it, more power to you. I hope he cashes for you. But again, remember, against Cal Quantrill, 0 for 10. The man is 0 for 10. Not even a walk. Hasn't gotten on base whatsoever. So Cal Quantrill owns that man. Absolutely owns him. What the heck happened, man? God, they always do this to me. All right, we're going to pick live. We're going to do it this way. I was looking at a lot of these picks earlier. Oh, yeah, okay, so they took that away and bumped it up to, that's interesting. Yep, they just, see what Prize Picks does? When they see that someone has a good pick or someone has a great matchup and all that fun stuff, they'll take him and they'll put him in a demon spot. They'll take away completely his regular line because people are going to take him. They're going to win. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's do this. I'm torn on what to do here. Let's keep Teo as an option, all right? The Demon. That's basically the line we were going to do, but we have to move it up because Prize Picks are a bunch of bitches. A bunch of bitches. Oh, I know. If they haven't taken him away yet, I think I have my... We're going to substitute one... Okay, so you can do either Teoscar Hernandez over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, which is basically just the Demon line above what we had before, which was the regular 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs line. Or you can go Juan Yepes over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against San Diego. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take out... Yeah. And that's what I'm doing. Bam. Actually, we're going to go ahead and flex because Glass now scares me just a little. Just a little, considering the last time he played against San Francisco. He is a beast. He's having a beastly year, a Cy Young type of year. But the one matchup he's had so far that didn't go so well was against tonight's lineup. So, yep, that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. Feel free to take that Teo line. Go for it. If you're feeling froggy, go ahead and jump, baby. Take that 2.5. Teoscar Hernandez HRR line. All right, we're up to 25 minutes now. I'm so sorry, guys. I know I had to do this live, so sorry about that. Wasn't trying to take up all your time today. This is our final lineup. Marcus Semien over 0.5 runs. Tyler Glass now over 6.5 pitcher strikeouts. Anthony Santander over 1.5 HRR. And Juan Yepes over 1.5 HRR. There you go. Bam. There it is, boys and girls. Let's go back over to our screen here. We'll go back to the sponsors, go over them real quick, and we'll let you get out of here. Right? Outlier right up there, guys. Check out the link that's both pinned in the comment below as well as in the description of the video. Use that link and get a free 7-day trial. Let's go. It's free. What are you waiting for? No excuses. Sign up right fucking now. You got to use our link, though, and you'll get that 7-day free trial. DGF Opto right up there, boys. Amazing tool, odds-based. I know you're going to love it. Go check it out. A link is both in the description as well as in the pinned comment below. Use our promo code SHARPBETS and get 25% off your monthly subscription to that amazing tool, right? Better right over here, boys. BETR. Go download it today. If you haven't yet, use our promo code and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Not $250 like the graphic says. Sorry, guys. I'm still working on getting that changed. Same goes for Sleeper down below. Get up to a $100 deposit match when you use our promo code SharpBets. And last but not least, Chalkboard right over here, guys. 100% match up to $100 when you use our promo code SharpBets. I've gone way too long on this video. It's almost 30 minutes long now. Good luck tonight. We got our sweep yesterday. Let's do it again. Hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos. But most importantly, guys, I need y'all to come join the Discord. You need to be in here with the winning squad. We want to see more people making money and making prize picks hurt. Hit them where it hurts, right in their pocketbook, right? Let's go. Join the winning squad today. A link for our Discord is in the pinned comment below. Go check it out, guys. It's a Patreon link. $14.99 for VIP or $29.99 for VIP Plus. Sign up today. I promise you won't regret it. I'm JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS. Good luck tonight, and let's get that money, son.